The Champions League has returned, and with it, football's most glamorous stage feels bigger, louder, and more dramatic than ever before. 36 teams, the most powerful lineup in the tournament's history, have assembled to fight for glory. From now until May 30th, when Budapest hosts the final, every moment will be soaked in history, money, and ambition. But this season opens with shadows hanging heavy over some of Europe's giants. Manchester United and AC Milan, two clubs once synonymous with European knights, are absent. Their seats at the table have been taken by others, and the void left behind only highlights how far they've fallen. Meanwhile, Real Madrid, Arsenal, and Manchester City headline a new elite, boasting squads valued over €1 billion. 7 teams, each more expensive than the GDP of entire nations, carry squads of superstars. Lamine Yamal leads the list of individuals, a teenager worth $200 million. Behind him, Haaland, Mbappé, and Bellingham stand at $180 million each, with Vinícius and Saka not far behind. It is quite literally a Champions League dripping in gold. Every team will play 8 games in the new format, 4 at home and 4 away. Then comes the reckoning. The top 8 advance straight into the round of 16, while teams finishing 9th through 24th must battle in playoffs for survival. Even here, the new rules give weight to success. Finish higher, and you get the advantage of playing the decisive second leg at home. In a season where money and prestige collide, even small details like this could decide who stands on that stage in May. But beyond the glamour of Europe, transfer tremors are shaking the continent. Newcastle United, backed by their Saudi owners, are preparing what could become the most expensive signing in their history. Their target? Barcelona's Dani Olmo. At 27, Olmo arrived from RB Leipzig in 2024, carrying the hopes of fitting into Hansi Flick's ambitious rebuild. Yet, in just over a year, he has started only 13 La Liga matches and 6 in the Champions League. This season, Flick has preferred Fermin Lopez, leaving Olmo frustrated and Barcelona's board uneasy. Now Newcastle, preparing for their showdown with Barcelona at St. James's Park in the Champions League, are circling. Reports suggest they are ready to spend $90 million to pry him away. If it happens, it will shatter their previous record signing of Nick Wolterade for $79 million. For Olmo, it could be a chance to revive his career in England. For Barcelona, it could be another painful reminder that their golden era of depth and dominance is gone. Real Madrid, meanwhile, are already plotting the future. The club's obsession with staying ahead has turned to Nico Paz, the Argentine midfielder currently shining for Cesar at Co. Madrid own 50% of his rights, and through carefully structured clauses, they can bring him back for $8 million in 2025, $9 million in 2026, or $10 million in 2027. The club has already informed Paz of their intent. He will return in 2026. Older, stronger, and ready to fight for a place in the Santiago Bernabeu midfield. Tottenham tried to tempt him with a $7 million offer, but the player refused, staying loyal to his path. Madrid's message is clear: patience and then dominance. And then there is Manchester United. Once kings of Europe, now teetering on the edge of collapse under coach Ruben Amorim. His numbers are damning. A win percentage of just 36%, the lowest of any United manager since World War II. In the Premier League, his rate drops even lower, to 26%. After 47 matches, just 18 wins, 9 draws, and 20 losses. 4 points from their opening fixtures leaves them languishing in 14th place, already 8 points behind Liverpool. The derby humiliation against Manchester City, a 0-3 loss, exposed everything wrong with Amorim's United. Outclassed, outthought, and broken. After the game, Amorim faced the cameras and spoke with defiance. "I will not change my philosophy. If the management wants a new style, they must change the coach. I will play my way until I myself choose otherwise." His words carried pride, but also the smell of inevitability. A manager unwilling to bend, standing on the edge of the abyss. The criticism is relentless. Arsenal legend Martin Keown claimed Amorim dismantled the squad, alienating stars like Garnacho, Sancho, Antony, and Rashford. The players, he said, do not believe in the system. The results speak for themselves. And now the heartbeat of the club, Captain Bruno Fernandes, is reportedly ready to walk away. Football Insider reports that Bruno is fed up with the project, that Saudi clubs Al Hilal, Al Nasser, and Al Ittihad are circling with monstrous offers. One proposal already promises $25 million a year after taxes, alongside a $100 million transfer fee. Bruno rejected Saudi advances in the summer. He wanted to stay in Europe, compete in the biggest leagues, and prepare for the 2026 World Cup. But if United continue to crumble, January could mark the breaking point. Losing him mid-season would not just weaken the team, it would symbolize the total collapse of belief in Amorim. United's owners, led by Sir Jim Ratcliffe, are caught in a storm. They sacked Erik ten Hag after another disastrous start, gambling everything on Amorim. Now they hesitate. His contract runs until 2027. To fire him now would be expensive, humiliating, and another mark of instability on a club already drowning in it. Yet every week that passes, the pressure grows louder. Names are already being whispered. Thomas Tuchel, currently leading England, could arrive after the 2026 World Cup if things go badly. But that is too far away. United must act sooner. Oliver Glasner, the FA Cup winning manager at Crystal Palace, is seen as a pragmatic option. He built a system, defeated Manchester City in a final, and knows English football. But he lacks experience managing egos and stars. Andoni Iraola, the Bournemouth coach, offers energy, pressing football, and youth development. He is admired, but untested at the top level. Both represent sensible, low-profile rebuilders, not glamorous but perhaps necessary. And then there is Jose Mourinho. The name haunts Manchester United like a ghost. He has left Fenerbahce, openly desires a Premier League return, and privately has told friends he would walk to Manchester if called. Publicly, he defends Amorim, praising his character. But Mourinho is not just a coach, he is a storm. His authoritarian style, his war with youth players, his demand for instant results, these do not match the club's supposed rebuilding plan. Bringing him back would be emotional, not logical. For Amorim, there may yet be an escape. Benfica, back in his homeland, are watching closely. New presidential candidate João Neurona Lopes reportedly wants him. A return to Lisbon could save his career, free him from the weight of Old Trafford's expectations, and allow him to work with more trust. But until then, the axe hangs heavy. Bruno Fernandes, the club's soul, may leave. The results are catastrophic. The fans, who once chanted Amorim's name with hope, now demand answers. And across Europe, United's absence from the Champions League table speaks louder than any words. This is a fallen giant. Meanwhile, elsewhere, the world spins faster. Newcastle's record-breaking ambitions, Real Madrid's long-term chess moves, Barcelona's Dani Olmo dilemma, and the rising financial arms race in Europe. The Champions League grows richer, stronger, more unstoppable, while Manchester United continues to implode. From now until May, Europe will be a battlefield of empires. And while Real, City, Liverpool, Arsenal, and PSG battle for crowns, United must ask themselves a darker question. Not how to win, but how to survive. That's it for today's episode. Do you think Bruno Fernandes will leave Manchester United this winter? Should the club sack Amorim now or give him time? And is Jose Mourinho the right man to bring back, or should the future belong to someone new? Let us know what you think in the comments.